The seductive trap understanding porn addiction. Porn addiction is a serious issue. It affects millions of people. It can have devastating consequences for individuals and relationships. It's important to understand that porn addiction is not about morality. It's a real addiction. It changes the brain. This essay will explore the complexities of porn addiction. We will discuss its impact on individuals and relationships. We'll also offer practical steps towards recovery and healing. Many people struggle to understand the nature of porn addiction. They may think it's just a bad habit. They may not realize the profound impact it has on the brain. This lack of understanding can prevent individuals from seeking help. It can also make it harder for them to break free from the cycle of addiction. Education is key. We need to talk openly about porn addiction. We need to remove the shame and stigma. This will empower individuals to come forward. It will allow them to seek the help they need. Understanding is the first step towards recovery. The downward spiral, how it begins. Porn addiction often starts subtly. It may begin with casual viewing. This can be triggered by stress, loneliness, or curiosity. Easy access to explicit content online has fueled the problem. It's easier than ever to stumble upon pornography. As individuals consume more porn, tolerance builds. They need more explicit material to achieve the same level of arousal. This is similar to drug addiction. The brain becomes accustomed to the dopamine rush. It requires higher doses to achieve the same effect. This escalating pattern can quickly spiral into addiction. The individual loses control. They spend increasing amounts of time and energy seeking and viewing porn. This can have serious consequences for their work, relationships, and overall well-being. It becomes a vicious cycle that's difficult to break. Rewiring the brain. Porn's impact on the mind. Pornography affects the brain in a very real way. It hijacks the brain's reward system. This is the same system involved in food, sex, and drugs. When someone views porn, the brain releases dopamine. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter. It's associated with pleasure and reward. Over time, the brain becomes conditioned to associate porn with dopamine release. This creates a powerful craving for more. The brain becomes less responsive to other sources of pleasure. This makes it difficult for individuals to find joy in everyday activities. This rewiring of the brain is what makes porn addiction so difficult to overcome. It's not simply a matter of willpower. It requires understanding the neurological mechanisms at play. By understanding how porn affects the brain, we can develop more effective strategies for recovery. The body keeps the score of physical and psychological effects. Porn addiction doesn't just impact the brain, it affects the entire body and mind. The constant flood of dopamine leads to desensitization. This means individuals need more extreme content to achieve the same level of arousal. This can escalate to more risky and harmful behaviors. Psychologically, porn addiction can lead to depression, anxiety, and social isolation. Individuals may experience feelings of shame, guilt, and worthlessness. This can create a vicious cycle. They may turn to porn as a way to cope with these negative emotions. This only exacerbates the problem. Physically, porn addiction can manifest in erectile dysfunction, delayed ejaculation, and decreased libido. It can also lead to changes in sleep patterns, appetite, and energy levels. These physical and psychological effects can be debilitating. They highlight the importance of seeking professional help. Section 5. Isolation and broken trust. Relationships in the shadow of addiction. Porn addiction thrives in secrecy. This isolation often leads to a breakdown in communication. Individuals may withdraw from their partners. They may become emotionally unavailable. This can create a rift in the relationship. It can lead to feelings of resentment, anger, and betrayal. Porn addiction can also distort perceptions of intimacy. Individuals may start to see their partners through a lens of unrealistic expectations. This can lead to dissatisfaction and conflict in the relationship. It can damage the foundation of trust and commitment. It's important to remember that relationships can be mended. Healing is possible with honesty, commitment, and professional guidance. Couples counseling can be invaluable in addressing the root causes of the addiction. It can help rebuild trust and intimacy. Section 6. Reclaiming your life. A journey of recovery. Overcoming porn addiction is challenging, but it's definitely possible. It's a journey that requires courage, self-compassion, and a willingness to change. The first step is acknowledging the problem. Denial is a powerful force. Admitting that you have an issue is crucial for recovery. The path to recovery is not about willpower alone. It's about rewiring the brain and developing healthier coping mechanisms. It's about rediscovering yourself and building a life filled with meaningful connections and activities. This journey is not linear. There will be setbacks and challenges along the way. The key is to learn from these experiences and keep moving forward. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. There is hope, and healing is possible. Section 7. Facing your demons. Acknowledging the problem. Admitting you have a problem is never easy. It takes immense strength to confront your demons. But this is the most crucial step in overcoming porn addiction. Acknowledgement paves the way for healing and growth. It allows you to begin the process of change. Start by being honest with yourself. Recognize the negative impact porn addiction has on your life. Reflect on the time, energy, and emotional resources it consumes. Think about the strain it puts on your relationships and your overall well-being. Remember, you're not defined by your addiction. It doesn't diminish your worth or potential. Acknowledging the problem is not about self-judgment. It's about taking control of your life and choosing a different path. It's about embracing the possibility of a brighter future. Section 8. Support systems. You don't have to do this alone. Recovery from porn addiction is not a solitary endeavor. It requires a strong support system. Surround yourself with people who understand your struggle and can offer encouragement and guidance. This support can come from family, friends, therapists, or support groups. Connecting with others who have experienced porn addiction can be incredibly empowering. Sharing your story and hearing the experiences of others can help reduce feelings of shame and isolation. It can provide hope and motivation on your journey to recovery. Therapists specializing in addiction can provide valuable tools and strategies for managing cravings, developing coping mechanisms, and addressing underlying issues that may contribute to the addiction. Remember, seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Section 9. Rewiring the mind. Strategies for breaking free. Breaking free from porn addiction requires rewiring your brain's reward system. This involves identifying and avoiding triggers, managing stress, and finding healthy outlets for pleasure and fulfillment. Start by creating a plan. Identify your triggers. These could be certain websites, times of day, or emotional states. Minimize your exposure to these triggers as much as possible. If you encounter a trigger, have a plan in place to manage it effectively. Find healthy outlets for your time and energy. Engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. This could be exercise, hobbies, spending time with loved ones, or pursuing your passions. These activities can help rewire your brain's reward system and create positive associations. Section 10. The road ahead. Preventing relapse and maintaining sobriety. Recovery from porn addiction is an ongoing process. It requires constant vigilance and a commitment to maintaining sobriety. Relapses can happen, but they don't signify failure. They're opportunities to learn and grow. View them as stepping stones, not stumbling blocks. Develop a relapse prevention plan. Identify potential triggers and situations that might increase your risk of relapse. Have strategies in place to cope with these triggers effectively. This might involve reaching out to your support system, practicing mindfulness techniques, or engaging in healthy activities. Remember that progress isn't always linear. There will be ups and downs along the way. Be kind to yourself during challenging times. Celebrate your successes, no matter how small they may seem. Each day of sobriety is a victory. Focus on the progress you've made and the strength you've gained. Section 11. Hope and healing. A brighter future awaits. Breaking free from the grips of porn addiction is a journey of courage, resilience, and hope. It's about reclaiming your life, restoring your relationships, and rediscovering the joy and fulfillment you deserve. Remember, you're not alone. There are countless resources available to support you on your path to recovery. Seek professional help, build a strong support system, and equip yourself with the tools and strategies needed to thrive. Believe in your capacity for healing and transformation. Recovery is not about perfection. It's about progress, self-compassion, and the unwavering belief that a brighter future awaits. Embrace the journey with an open heart and unwavering determination. You are capable of overcoming this challenge and living a life filled with purpose, connection, and joy.